Well, here we are, everybody. The TPL Division 1 Championship Showdown between LGN and Taco on Hurtgen Forest, with the Scar as the midpoint. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Smithers, and I'll be your host for the next 90 minutes in what should be an electrifying match. For those of you coming from the PC side, Taco and Legion can be compared to ESPT and WTH. So expect a whole bunch of cheese today with truck snipes galore that you wouldn't ever have thought of. Now, before we go any further, let's go ahead and take a second to thank our sponsor. Introducing Meat Grind Essentials Packs. Did you get put in a meat grind unit and have no idea what to do? Well, start off by purchasing a Meat Grind Essentials Pack. They come with everything you need. 2 canteens of copium, 4 syringes of false confidence, 3 Cronus accusation bars, and oh so much more. For a limited time only, use the code word BAPAPADOOEY for 20% off. Meat Grind Essentials Packs. Hate your life just a little bit less. Results may vary. All Cronus accusations may not work. Please cope responsibly. Now, when we think of Hurtgen, what do we think of? We think of all the open ground, the infantry struggling to push up to the front line, but getting popped by all the MGs at the same time. Off the opening, well, what we're all going to be looking for are those truck snipes coming in from crazy angles, probably 800,000 meter shots, as Greyhounds and Pumas will be lining up to get those trucks as soon as they cross into the open ground. On Hurtgen, we fully expect the allies to cap first, with Scar as the middle point. However, truck snipes can make all the difference. If Taco's able to get 2 or 3 LGN trucks, we could see an opening axis cap. However, LGN could offset it with the truck snipes of their own. So who knows? We may see nobody get the Scar. Now, one thing I want everybody to keep in mind over the course of this match is that Legion will not be able to have most of their armor inside of the cap sector. Due to the river running down the middle, it's just not possible. The Allies' armor is going to be forced to be stuck behind, providing supporting fire from across. We've seen this same sort of action take place between 6th and Taco on the Siegfried line matches here on SmithersCast. When it comes to Taco, it may not be all sunshine and rainbows either. Their armor may get pinned back by LGN AT guns. I expect to see Legion and Taco plant the map with a whole bunch of different ATGs in numerous places. Another thing I'm going to be looking out for are very deep airheads. When it comes to airheads, remember, it's not just all, hey, throw it on the attack and we'll see if we could spawn in and capture the point real quick. No, these upper Division 1 teams are going to be looking for deep backline spots where they can throw it and they can leak SLs off one at a time to sneak around into the backline. Plus, if you throw it back far enough, the enemy is going to have a very, very small chance at actually catching it and dismantling it. Speaking of backline plays, I'm also going to keep an eye out for those sabotage groups. Tankers on Hurtgen often fear being comfortable amongst the trees and all of a sudden facing a satcheler that's coming up to their rears. I know on Helios we often emphasize sabotage groups like this to find a nice little safe spot in the back line amongst the trees and slowly leak off players with satchels to get those tanks. So everybody, airheads, truck snipes, tank positions getting locked out, infantry hating their lives, dedicated MGs in certain spots covering lane after lane. We're going to have a whole bunch of action today. So hold on to your seats and get ready for a wild one. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the top 3 bets coming out of Vegas. Alrighty, starting off with the very first bet, the opening cap goes to Taco. Remember, they are playing Axis, so the odds are stacked against them, sitting at currently plus 550. Going down to the second bet, we see over under 3.5 opening truck snipes. This one's a little bit dicey. Over 3.5, that would be tough to call. I think we're at least going to see 2, 1 from each side, but I don't know if we're going to hit over the 3 mark. Coming in with the last bet, Smithers reaches the upper pitch of his voice over under 2.5 times during the stream. Oh, man. There may be those points during this match. We could see some wild Baba-Badooies, maybe a couple Wham Bam Shabamos that causes me to lose my throat a bit. We shall see, everybody, but that clearly is the most popular bet today so far. Alrighty, everybody, that's going to conclude our pregame show. Remember, if you're enjoying the stream, be sure to Baba-Badooie that like button. On behalf of everyone here at SmithersCast Productions, we thank you for tuning in and hope you enjoy the show. All right, everybody, hope you enjoyed the show. All right, we're going to get started here in just a moment. Go ahead and do a little bit of this. See if the server's working. No, unfortunately, it's not. Okay. No worries. We'll just do it manually. It's all good. Legion, Taco, everything should be ready to go. We just put the score on there. 2-2. Great. Yeah, should be flipping here any moment. Flipping in 60 seconds. Okay, yeah, we're good. It's always one of those things, being a streamer, you just want to make sure you check all the little boxes and make sure that everything is okay. Little things that go on in the background, always worried about a little bit. And we're off to the races. Here we go. Oh, man. Whew. Legion versus Taco. The best of the best. I think I would be joining Retard, if I remember correctly. Smithers, you could join on Retard Squad. Perfect. Heading on over to the Allies, and we'll look for Retard. Retard is in Baker. Spotted that right off the opening. Very good. And we will spawn bottom. Okay, we'll find our nice little... I mean, I've had championship games on Hurtgen with Scar as the middle point. So everybody... Yeah, we're looking for truck snipes today. I mean, that's one of the big things. We can set the clock up, make sure that is good to go. We're at 129. 129. We'll put this at 10, and we should be okay. There we go. And, yeah, okay, we're good. Volume levels look great. Everything looks okay. Everything looks okay. Should be okay. Alrighty, but yes, so Hurtgen Forest, everybody. If you missed the pregame show, we're looking for truck snipes today. Because we're expecting the Axis to cap, or the Allies to cap first. That's traditionally what happens with Scar. The Allies will move down the hill here, crash on forward, and get amongst these Dragon's Teeth, get bodies in right here in the circle, and they'll be good for the opening cap. Now the Axis are very much more exposed. They have all this open ground they have to cover with their trucks and infantry, and that gives the Allies a lot of time to snipe and open up the full field of view, if you will. And that's where things get kind of dicey. So yes, we'll see what they have in store. Let me just check one last thing before we continue on here. Yes, okay, we're good to go. Yes, we are good. Okay. But yes, we will see. If Taco's able to get a few Axis trucks, then hey, we're going to see maybe an Allies cap. But let's take a look at the loadout for both sides, shall we? We have a Sherman 75 up to the north, Recon, Stewie, double Recon coming off down to the south. I think we have 4 transport trucks in play. For Taco, we have 1 ATG being built up here to the far top. Who's that crewed by? It's going to be Matty Ice getting up there. And looking to get that angle on in. All right, we'll see what's in play. I mean, I want to watch all the truck snipes. I really do. I really want to be able to catch every single one of them. But unfortunately, it's just not possible. Hopefully, Lapagnu will be able to capture some on his end. And we'll see. We'll see if what we're able to capture here. Here come the trucks. Now it's going to be a little bit of time because they're going to have to crest the hill. Truck coming down to the south. Truck here in the middle. Who farted on top? 2 Greyhounds right below us, everybody. No explosions yet. One shot. Everything looks okay. Truck's diving down. Shot lands up on the hill, but I think it's a little bit late. One truck takes a little bit of a shot. Taco loses one truck in the middle, I believe. Possibly. I don't think anybody... We have one damaged truck up to the north, perhaps. Supply truck got hit, I think, so that's not going to be happening. We got one garrison up by radar tower. I mean, that was very... I don't think much happened. I think Taco may have lost one truck down the middle, and that's about it. Okay, so not as eventful as I thought it was going to be. I think Legion didn't... I think they kept all their trucks. I don't think they lost one. We have 1, 2, 3 trucks up to the top. They're overloading north. Luke's crashing down at the hard cap. Trying to get inside, but LGN is prepared. Libby on AT looking to pop the first. Luke's gets one to the side. Come get some. Come get some. Retreats a little bit. Libby. Libby. Nope, nope. Libby gets wiped. Come get some. Still around the corner. Luke's has parked itself right here. Taco, unfortunately, not able to get much there. And so it looks like this will be a clear Allied opening cap. Another Luke's over here by the building. Tank has been marked. Libby coming on forward. Libby's looking to finish this off and get himself the first. Tank down to the match. Libby! 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 Oh, no, he's not able to get the whole... Luke's is still alive, surprisingly. Libby's loading up another one. Luke's... Oh, and a ricochet! Luke's alive against all odds. Libby! Is he out of rockets? Oh, there he goes. All right, Libby finishes it. Okay, that'll take care of that. Opening cap situation, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 garrisons up on the board. 5th one will be placed by Call Trail. Very good spread by Taco. Map edge to map edge. Everything looks okay for them. So Taco will be playing for the reset here on Scar, as is, as we all expected. I think, yeah, most everybody expected that. Now it's all about how the team adapts. Now the key part of this will be this northern control point. We'll go ahead and reset the scoreboard, and Legion will go up 3-2 with 1 hour and 23 minutes left to go. And this time will fly by, trust me. It will be crazy. Matty Ice gets obliterated from the round. Legion begins pushing out slowly, but it's a very solid position here. 4th point will be salient 42. We have to see if, like I mentioned in the pregame show, if there are going to be any deep line airheads coming around. This will be a interesting point of contention as this Woods... Oh, man, who's on the Greyhound? Somebody back here on the Greyhound is having a grand old time. That's going to be Mahojo. We've seen the damage that Mahojo can do in recon tanks in the past. Where's Mahojo exactly? He's over to the left here. Up here on the... Oh, there we go. So Mahojo, the lethal Greyhound, finding a nice safe spot and pumping those HE rounds into wood stacks. Toby Jones over there in the back line. Looking to sneak behind, getting any AT, maybe some tank action here momentarily. And this is the tough part for the Allies. Are they able to push out of this? Or will Taco just set up their MG42s and just keep them in the hard cap of Scar? Now, the 4th point is salient, so we may see some slight shifting from Legion over the course of the next 10, 15, 20 minutes to more bodies to test Taco's front door defense. Then, of course, like I mentioned, back line airhead plays. See a lot of long-range engagements off the opening. And then, as we always do in these championship matches, and for all streams for that matter, we will see some type of breakthrough. Could be just an OP gets wiped over there, a garrison, maybe a couple tanks go ba-ba-ba-dooey. Y'all shall see. Taco committing, or Legion committing a Stewie down here west of Scar. Just providing a little bit of hard camp weight. Support to the infantry. Libby going up against Nate UK. Nate UK wins the 1v1. Nate UK, Hans Puffeldick. Nate UK is going to go for that OP roll. Oh, man, he fakes over to the left and goes over to the right. Hans Puffeldick gets wiped. Oh, man, what a good fake out there by Nate UK. That was cool. He went over to the left and then skirted over to the right. That was pretty sick. A little fake out there on Hans Puffeldick. Hans Puffeldick, of course, we all remember from the last time Taco and Legion met on SMDM Pierce Farm, being one of the only sole survivors from the opening truck snipes. Strafer one goes through the front. And Legion could have a little opportunity to skirt some SLs along the northern border and really set something up in the H3, H4 boxes back there. Come get some. Eagles pushing up to the house. Kurtz 1 IP behind there. Shadow gets gunned down the rears. Across the river, we do see one Sherman up by radar bunker. Stewie across slightly, and this Stewie down below. Front door salient looks nice and strong. No bending there going on. Supplies falling for the Allies. Pretty aggressive near the front line, but they, of course, they have the opportunity to get a nice blue zone garrison. So Doc may be finding a spot here in a second. Farmer over there to the left. Now, Farmer, we have seen get some really good backline plays, but on Hurtgen, it's going to be a little bit rough. You have a lot of open ground, especially with Scar, to deal with right there in the middle. Scar is probably one of the least whammo sort of backline big Gary spawns in Hell Let Loose. Have to imagine. Panzer IV getting a nice angle here amongst the trees. Nice amount of coverage and ability to see out in the distance. If you're just joining me, I'm your host, Smithers. I play for the competitive PC team Helios. And I'm here to bring you this Division 1 Championship showdown from the console scene between Taco and Legion here on Hurtgen Forest. With Scars in the middle so far, we've just seen one cap going to the Allies as to be expected. And now both sides just feeling everything out. Legion slowly gaining a little bit of ground. Potentially he has a small gap developing there in the middle to take advantage of. Taco, of course, strong south to protect Salient 42. The Legion, if they're able to get control of these trenches here, that'll give them a nice little springboard to keep funneling bodies to harass those MGs like Fred up there in the top of the hill. Ghosted jumps in, but immediately gets popped by Za. Wild Bill, Carty down below. Using those thin trees as a little bit of coverage. Za approaches. Za gets one. Za gets two. And he'll move forward here. And the key thing in maps like this, Hill 400, Hurtgen Forest, you just got to move slow. You got to understand that the enemy is going to be able to see quick flashes of movement amongst the trees. You just got to find a nice tree to lean and move up to the next tree and so on and so forth. First Jumbo 76 spawned in. They'll be coming in mid-HQ. Sasalele, Angry Devil. Responsible for the North Pass portion of the defense. Mountain Blaze. No, not today. Legion slowly gaining some ground, but none of them have crossed over there into G column yet. Waiting for the first airhead. Maybe remember, we could see something up here in the top of H3, back around these areas. Could be some solid spots. Now, Taco does have an Achilles heel wide open. West of logging camp and HH, where Legion could get a backline garrison if they so choose. That is one of the most lethal spots on Hurtgen Forest for Salient. Right in that corner. Panzer IV backs up after taking a couple shots. So we'd like to see Taco put some sort of radar down there to the bottom right. They don't have any yet. But of course it's still early. They may be working on that later on. First Tiger down below. This will be stage tame. Crying hell. Burger Bridge waiting for him. Now expect to see stage tame jump out a whole bunch over the course of the match. And using those binos to see where those allied tanks are. They're going to look for that perfect position. Line was bending up here, but Taco sends some reinforcements to plug the gap. Down to the south, starting to see a little bit of movement from Taco over to the west. Min Fiji takes out Pickle Rick. Camarero. Over here on the hard cap, looks like we have Shadow. It's going to be responsible for relaying back the hard point chevrons at the command gen. Like to see a lot of mines being placed in these trenches. AP mines especially. AT mines couldn't help too. But plenty of AP mines can help on a sneaky little map like this. Commander Who Farted. Finding a nice little safe spot, putting a garrison right across the river. In this nice little safe spot. Well protected. Allowing the infantry to funnel up to this key hill, Woodstack Hill, for reinforcements. Teku. Fabui. Teku. No. M1 Grand wins the day. And we'll get a POV of Teku and see how he okay. Maybe Princeps. Princeps versus Dane. Dane holds. Rocket. Princeps lying low. We have Novak out to the top right. Fires a rocket to the rears. Princeps. Princeps in the middle of it. Oh no. AMAC to his right. But miss Princeps. STG over to the left. Coming in from Nate UK. Princeps gets gunned down by Dane. First Tiger going over here towards the middle. Nate UK guns down JPL, going after Wild Bill. Wild Bill versus Nate UK. M1 Grand wins that one. Good even spread though. Nothing crazy yet. Two double Stewie down to the south. Those must be the opening Stewie still, I imagine. So good to see them getting a lot of value off of those. Again, gets popped by a grenade from Ghosted. Another grenade. As far as peace strikes go, it's going to be rough, especially for the Allies. With all these trees around, no doubt it will be very tough to land a mark. Stukas may have a little bit better chance, though. Just maybe. Captain Typhoon coming over into the trench. Looks. Za heard those footsteps. Able to save this critical OP as the Axis need all this extra ground. They have so much openness to fight. Now, one thing I don't see from LGN are any MGs lining this E column. Usually you see 1 or 2 MGs at least covering all this open space. So that may hurt them down the line, as the Axis infantry won't be facing too big of a challenge as they get closer to Scar from all that openness across. Ally medium up here. Going to be parked for a moment. One tank coming out of middle HQ. Nate UK heading over to the circle. Stewie's finding a nice safe space. They know that the Axis are going to have a whole bunch of AT loadouts to prevent these Stewies from doing too much damage. Go here to the back line. Salient 42. Take a look at the defense. Looks like we just have a blind fish. Monitoring the chevrons. Nothing to worry about yet. But he knows that could change at any moment. People like blind fish. Just going from map to chevrons. Map to chevrons. Because one thing you don't realize is that you can't see the chevrons once you're on the map. I really wish they would change that about Helios. And that way, you'd be able to just stare at the map and see the chevrons change, instead of having to keep toggling back and forth. Blind fish, though, will continue doing his job and reporting back to command chat to say, hey, we're all good back here in Salient 42. Georgia the Honkel, Ben Zulbin, here on the front line, watching the trees as well. Going up against Retard and Goat Piss out there in the distance. Georgia the Honkel knows he doesn't need to push up that much here. Just has to hold the line. Let the Allies come to him. Goat Piss and Retard, though, are looking to crack that and make Taco a little bit worried about fourth. Letard. Fatal Uwu. Going up against Lord Vistameister and Hood. Hood gets one shot from a grease gun from Letard right to the head. Letard. Lord Vistameister, though, says not today with the STG. Line still very strong, north to south. No breakthroughs whatsoever. Taco tanks in good position. 76 will take position around Cull Trail, right there in the middle. Just a very equal exchange right now from north to south. But of course, as soon as these tanks start getting in position, maybe they go up 1-2, 2-1, then we're going to start to see some movement. As tankers know, on a map like Hurtgen Forest, you have a very limited time, a very narrow window of opportunity to push your tanks into action. Kimbo Slice knows. Look at Kimbo Slice. Peeking from left to right here. This is his tree. He's found a nice, girthy tree here on the front line. Oh, nope, not girthy enough for Kimbo. People like Dawn Live and Storia will push on forward. One tree after another. Shadow still over there to the left of Hardcap. Monitoring everything, moving about, keeping those jitters going. Commander who farted in the rears. As we see, we got a little bit of movement up here to the north. Charlie Squam, Hojo, Abel. We found a little weak point for Taco. Up to the north, everybody. Angry Devil down in the ruin, looking to maybe play some Saboteur action. Now look at this wrap. This wrap could be brutal. Have to see how LGN's able to exploit this. If they get a garrison up over here or something. Taco's going to need to dedicate maybe an MG over here on top of the radar bunker in order to shut that down. Because we all know Mohojo, what he's able to do. We do have people like Briz, though, that are making their way pretty deep through the trees, but they get gunned down. Okay. Tiger aware that the enemy could be sneaking about at any point. And double recon goes up between F and G grid. Raspberry's trying to sneak back. King Squad all over it, spotting them. No shift really on the front line. The weak spot is the north, though. Just got to watch that wrap. Looks like Love Squad's going to be handling Mohojo. Farmer. Go take a look at the Tiger's view. Tiger backs up. Tiger takes one. Got a repair station right next to him, though. They should be just fine. They're going amongst the trees. They'll have that coverage here. They're trying to spot the Allied tank. Oh, did they take out the... Oh, no, the Allied tank. We have one medium up there. So they did take out a 76 by Call Trail, I believe. I don't see it anymore. They did win the opening tank battle. I think they did. Let's go take a look at Call Trail. Where are we on the map, everybody? Yep, there's the first 76. All right, there it is. So the Axis up on 1-0 in the Battle of Hurtgen. Yes, I have one medium over there by radar tower. Explosion happens over there to the east, though. Did they nail it with the AT gun? And maybe Briz combination. Yes, okay, so we have 1-1 on heavies. Being taken out. Panzer IV gets popped up to the north. I think it was pushing forward. That may have been the opening P4. They could have been almost out of ammo. Princeps hiding below. 76 relocating back to Call Trail. Raspberry line looks good. Dane. Nope, no, Dane's far away. Juju. Princeps pushing up to the trees. Oh! You at least expected. Just when you thought you found a nice safe tree. The enemy says, no, buddy. You're good. Not today. Up to the north. We see a backline garrison get placed, and we have a Tiger coming up. Oh! Oh, the humanity. Mohojo, Renegade, Mountain Blaze, all back here. Puma's sailing on past. The Puma takes a rocket to the rears. Oh, I'm surprised Renegade didn't hold that. To maybe buy some time here. And the Puma will continue off, but they're going to report back that, hey, we got a rocket to the rears. And this Tiger's coming up down to the south, going to be on that road. So we'll try to keep an eye on that. But Mohojo will hear that in just a moment. And report that back. here on the front line, Ogerson has gone pretty far. Ogerson, rifleman. Oh, nope. The artillery takes care of him. No SLs from Taco have made it too far here. But the northern wrap could be very interesting. We see, Charlie Squad, Mahojo getting the OP right behind the front line. Looking to wrap about and get some pressure in the back. Garrison did get placed by Taco up there to the far north. Go take a look at Mahojo's position, everybody. Releasing Mountain Blaze to come on forward. Mountain Blaze is going to be looking for OPs, garrisons, all that kind of good stuff. We're going to POV a Mountain Blaze. Nope. No, we're not. Mahojo. Charlie Squad's OP's right there. Tiger's approaching. Garrison still up to the north. Panzer IV coming down to the south. Looks like Tamalero went down there. Mahojo's going to be able to report back the upcoming Tiger. We got Divinity and Mountain Blaze. They're going to play this real cautiously. The Tiger's going to cruise past. Some of the top players and hell let loose, buddies. Tiger did notice him. Divinity coming over to the right side. Divinity. Oh, stage day, Burger Bridge crying out. Divinity. How's he going to play this? Divinity pulls it out. Divinity. Oh, Divinity's trying. Divinity. Divinity. Mountain Blaze over to the left. Oh. Oh, no way! Mountain Blaze! Crying out, guns him down! Mahojo wipes it up! And the Tiger, the satchel's on the front, Burger Bridge is inside, they still got time to defuse. Oh, Burger Bridge gets wiped! Renegade! And the Tiger will go doing right here in the back line. Kimbo Slice trying to come up to support, but it's going to be too late. Going to be able to take out Mahojo and Renegade, possibly. Oh, and down she goes. Did it get the OP? It did get the OP. But the... Oh, man, what a sequence. What a sequence. Okay, what do we got here after all that, everybody? So, Axis lose a Tiger. Allies park a 76 by Call Trail, but they're gonna be able to report that back and say, hey, we just took out one in the back line. You guys have nothing to worry about. You could switch to HE and support the infantry. Nothing in the back line by Salient, all up here to the north still. The garrison will be alive and well, at least for the meantime. At least for the meantime. Mr. Mojo Ryzen. Rocket sails over his head. Fatal Uwu. Over here in the trenches. Briz. Jelly Tots. Gun down. Leon. Gets Fatal. Leon. Looking to gun back here. Briz approaches. Briz. Double recon once again. Both commanders pretty much in sync. LGN still has the backline garrison. Commanding today for Taco is Hound Dog 7 in the transport truck. Little does he know that there's an enemy garrison only about 75 meters away. Hood in the trees. Hood gets wiped. And slowly but surely... No, I take that back. Never mind. There's nothing really... This line is not bending. We have a little bit of Taco penetration right here in the middle. One blueberry... Tamalero. Looking to go after this B4. Tamalero, let's see what kind of loadout. M1 Garand, perhaps? I'm going to assume M1 Garand. He has him 1 grand. Gonna lie low. Thompson, man, I can't tell the gun. Thompson, it's a Thompson. He's gonna be able to put a satchel on it. Hands of 4 has found a nice safe spot though. Rockalicious, Locosito, or Apocalypse has a nice spot behind this ruined building. Tom Malero, though, is taking his time. 2-man crew, most likely a spotter and I think a spotter and a gunner right now. Yep. Tom Malero coming on forward. Looking to move another Axis chest piece. Oh, no! It's a mine! Oh, no way, bro! Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, he crawled right into a mine. No way. Somebody watch that back. Somebody watch that back on stream, please. And confirm that he crawled into a mine. No way. Oh, man, what a mine. That had to be a mine, right? Oh, brother. Okay, we have 2 P4s on the board for the Axis. Truck up to the north. The supplies coming over here to the back of Scar. South looks all good to go. Once again, line not bending at all. The wild card is going to be this northern presence. Transport truck coming around from Hound Dog 7. Unfortunately, goes right past the garrison. So will not be in, will not be in play. Oh, man. Tom Malero has to be, no doubt a little bit upset with that one. That's crazy. Holy shnikes. And the Blueberries slowly pushing their way out. 2 Panzer IVs, a 76 over here, medium 75 up our radar bunker. LGN should be crewing another 76 momentarily. Hans Puffeldick. Take a nice little CS, or a nice little covering spot behind these trees. Hans Puffeldick. Commander Who Farted right here on the front line. Nice OP setup. Well, that's one thing you notice in D1 teams, everybody looking for that OP spread. Not too much crowded all together. Hans Puffeldick takes that one. Gets shot from the left. Tom Malero giving it another go in the back line. Oh, somebody please confirm that that was a buy, please. Oh my gosh. Lord Vissameister, Picklebrick, Sergeant Diak. Everything looks good to go here. Nice little wood pile, or a nice little ridge battle. Novak. Strafing run coming up on the front line. See how the strafing run fares. Don't think it got anybody. We have a little bit of blueberry action. Waffen has made his way up top of the radar bunker, maybe to play spoiler on that P4. Waffen inside the bunker against Kimbo Slice. Guns him down through the window. Nice shot there, buddy. And that's not an easy one. This is a very common Axis tank spot, though. Find a position right behind the radar bunker here. It could be nice and safe and shell the point. Waffen, of course, looking to play spoiler to that. The garrison did get found. No more garrison in the back line for LGN. Mel Mahojo, though. Go, Mahojo. Going over there to the back. Oh, Mahojo. Releasing his AT hounds. Renegade. Coming around. We gotta watch out for those AP mines, though. I can't see them on my screen, remember? It's a little bit difficult. 2 repair stations by the P4. Pokalicious. Or Pokalicious and Locosito. Renegade. Renegade's coming out. Renegade. Oh, man, they're not gonna hear the squishy footsteps over the engine of the Panzer IV. Oh, the satchel gets placed. Maddie Dono. Over to the left. With the binoculars. Kurtz 1IP up there with the MG. Renegade's waiting to see if they bail out, but they will not bail out, buddies. And this Panzer IV will be going ba-ba-ba-dooey with 50 minutes left to go. Renegade waits and watches. And there we go. 2 repair stations and AP4. Sneaky, sneaky satchel players. Striking again on Hurtgen. Got a little bit of movement up here to the north. The other Panzer IV most likely being threatened now by people like Waffen. Or no, hold on. It's going to be Rev. Panzer IV's burning. Cookie. Cookie and crew. Rev coming around the rears. Panzer IV backs up. Rev loads a bazooka. Panzer IV blasting. A round comes in from downtown, though. All the way across the river, I believe. Panzer IV is a little bit of a pickle. Okay, so Panzer IV remains still. Line solidified up here. Looked like LGN was going to have a little bit of breakthrough, but not yet. All good. I mean, everybody, this is straight north to south. LGN has gained a smidgen of ground, but that's about it. Cookie Overlord repairing here real quick. Bomber run called him. Bomber will be going up to the north here. This bombing run should be right in front of us, everybody. Okay, nothing much on that bomber run. Just got maybe 1 raspberry, so it did miss the garrison. Garrison was placed right to the east a little bit. Another explosion happens in the back. Was that other P4? Right back here? Maybe a repair station. Oh, AT gun. Okay. AT gun. Got a Tiger coming up from middle. I think the P4 on Jacobs did get taken out. Yes, it did. Panzer IV limited. Another backline saboteur strike, everybody. Lethal on Hurtgen. Let's go take a look at the poll. Speaking of backline saboteurs, what are you watching for today? Opening truck snipes so far, 41% of the votes. 20% tacos recap plan. 13% backline saboteurs. And 4th, please let there be greater than 1 cap. 26%. Pickle Rick amongst the trees. Taking his time. I mean, there's still plenty of time for anything to happen. 47 minutes on the clock. Charlie squad, though. Mahojo maybe looking to get down another garrison in the back line, which could be absolutely brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. Airhead called in. Here we go. Airhead down to the south. Supply drop up to the north. Oh, that could be access supply drop, actually. But here, first, airhead attempt. Bombing run has been used, so we won't see the airhead bombing run combo. Could see a strafing run, though. Let's go take a look at the airhead play. Tank has been marked. Commander Who Farted coming way back here. Gunning down an engineer in the back of the Tiger, and the Tiger's going to know that there's a Thompson player nearby. Supply drop falling. Commander Who Farted maybe just using that as a bit of a distraction. The airhead, that is. In order to set up this garrison up to the north. The Axis will think that this is the real play. Oh, rocket! Don Insanus has spotted the supply drop and is moving on in. Who Farted takes refuge in the ruined building. Don Insanus approaching. Puma in support. Oh yeah, this garrison's gonna be toast. Puma, blast it. And that'll be take care of that. Who Farted's gonna try to hold out here. But the Puma's gonna hear that Thompson. Sumu over to the right. Approaching the building. Oh, there we go. Cleans that up. Airhead as well taken care of down there. Most likely, I think that was, yeah, Blind Fish. Yeah, Blind Fish wraps up that. Oh, hold on, everybody. Oh, no. Tabulero. Tabulero. Oh. Almost another one. But the Puma spots him. Mamma mia. Everybody, remember, if you're enjoying the stream, be sure to hit that like button if you could, please. Welcome to today's Division 1 Championship Showdown between LGN and Taco here on Hurtgen Forest. I'm your host, Smithers. I play for the competitive PC team Helios. Here to bring you this showdown of a match where we've seen one capture so far. Going to Legion as expected with Scar as a middle point for the Allies. And now they're trying to figure out how or where they could push Taco back into salient. And Taco's trying to figure out, do we have a stable front line or do we not? There are gaps in different places as they've seen a couple of their tanks get taken out in the back. Ogerson gets one, gets two. Ogerson gets three. Ogerson with a triple on SmithersCast. Ogerson gonna continue forward here while the Allies continue to bleed out behind us. Gonna wipe the OP. Ogerson did no salute. Go! Waffen avenges his buddies. "44 minutes left to go. We are over the halfway point. We already have a good few solid moments. Calling on stream. Ghosted. Typhoon. Getting closer. Starting to see this wedge forming here in the middle. Legion. Mahojo in the back. Mahojo may get the MVP for this matchup. Depending on how all this goes. But so far, his performance with that backline shenanigans, releasing the AT Hounds, has been fantastic. JPL. Oh, gets Bilda. Wolf Dog. No! Wolf Dog sees him. Nice one-to-one. Nice one-to-one trade. Straight for one called in a salient on the front line, looking to just ease that pressure. Taco dedicating 2 tanks down to the south. Legion looking to exploit maybe this border here. No action in the backline for Taco. We do have one squad lead. Love Farmer has made his way across the bridge as an OP right by the garrison. Commander Who Farted looking up to go up there and explore the area. But Legion slowly getting a little bit of an edge here. Blueberries begin to push out. Now keep in mind, everybody, that Taco can use this offset point advantage, or offset points setup to their advantage. As Commander in Helios, we faced the same situation against the #1 PC team at that time, where we had Salient to Scar. And we were able to, the enemy was pushing us so far back to Salient, and they were pressuring the living hell out of us, that everybody on the enemy team was out of sector almost. And we were able to get a... Oh, nice 1-to-1. We were able to get a garrison on the border of Scar, up here to the north somewhere, I think it was. And we were able to rush forward, flood Scar, and cap it. And then we had the fourth point of... Oh my god, we had a fourth point of Overlook as well. So I was in the exact same situation. And we almost capped fourth. We held on to third and won the game. Incredible match. But yeah, we were getting pressured out the wazoo on Salient 42. There are chances. You gotta make the most out of your situation. And offset points could be a blessing and a curse. Because if Legion gets too hungry for fourth to go up 4-1, Taco can... they could surprise them. Leon, watching the trenches. Leon jumps up. May see Briz here in a second. No, Briz sees him. And the north slowly has crumbled. And Taco pulling back to the 6th grid line. 6-8 here, Legion. Making a lot of ground. 40 minutes left. Rocket sails over there into the front of the P4. Toby Jones. Oh! Little ricochet. George the Hunkle tries to make his way forward, but Goat Piss able to get that side shot in. Letard takes out Bizarre, but Golfy wipes it. Farmer up to the top did get... they did find him and wiped him. Supply truck coming over the far rears. Who's in supply truck? Fatal. Working his way around. May skirt between I and J. Allied tank still across the river. Nobody has crossed. Still holding out by Call Trail. Another 76 over there by Radar Bunker. Just getting those long distance shots. And now Legion begins to move up their garrison network to the front line just a little bit. And of course you have a maximum of 8 garrisons. And as commander, you have to make those difficult decisions. Is where do we move our radar network so we can continue the frontline push? Sergeant Diak, Corporal Greg. Sergeant Diak. Takes him out. And slowly but surely, the raspberry spawn points get eliminated one after another. But this Taco group looks to hold on to this garrison. Wolf Dog, Nagan, story up. Wolf Dog gets another. Wolf Dog. 3 for Wolf Dog. A nice triple frag on SmithersCast for Wolf Dog. Wolf Dog scans the distance. Four. Can he continue his streak? Grenades start to bounce around. Briz over there to his right. Wolf Dog jumps back. Reloads. Briz is approaching. Wolf Dog hears the barbed wire. And... oh! And the streak will end at 4. "37 minutes left to go. Taco still holding strong in the south. The north, Taco beginning to reinforce it. Pushing LGN back. Supply truck still in the rears from Fatal. Looks like Fatal did ping that garrison, so Taco should be able to push on in. Supplies falling for the Allies on the front line. LGN trying to figure out where they can crack this defensive nut. Bombing run coming down to the south. So be going over right in front of us. There's a tank mark, but I think the tank has moved on. We'll see how this bombing run fares. Oh, the Panzer IV shifted over to the west. It's coming back now. And as Commander Who Farted will recognize on his stat screen that he just spent 300 munitions to get no one. Such is the life of a commander in Helios. You swear when you drop those bombs, you're thinking, oh man, I'm going to get like 4 or 5, maybe a tank, maybe a garrison. Maybe they get the garrison, perhaps. No, the garrison's up there to the north. So you spend 300 munitions to bring up a little bit of dirt. I have been there way too many times. Way too many that I care to admit. Axe is doing a really good job of reshifting bodies and not giving this up. Movement down to the south. Axe is gaining also ground down here a little bit, forcing LGN back. No garrisons in the D column. Oh, we do have this one down here. Okay, never mind. Has garrison back here in E8, so that will be good to go. Fabui pushing up on Dane. Trojan. Clocks Fabui. Easily. Oh, no. Trojan, I think, was trying to back up, but the stone wall was right behind him. Precision strike called in at Salient 42. We'll take a look if we get back there in time. They'll be coming in from west to east, I believe. Right down below us. On this Tiger. Oh, the P-strike nails it. Oh, right there in the meat of the heavy. The Commander Who Farted lines up that shot perfectly, so it falls right in between all the trees. Oh, nice job, buddy. I thought it was coming in from the other angle, not this angle. Didn't see that in time, but it came in from, yeah, west to east, not east to west. I was looking east. Nice shot. Very nice. And the Axis lose another heavy. Although the Allied heavies are still behind the river, everybody. They're not in play for the moment. They'll wait until the infantry is able to secure the G column before they make them too much farther. The other Tiger prepared to back up behind the wood stacks in case they get shot. They're firing over here towards Coltrane. Oh, hold on! Oh, bizarre! He's on recon. Okay, just need supplies somewhere to fall on the border. Now take a look at the Tiger shots. I think they're aiming for the radar bunker 76. But it's a little bit too obscure. But Zolban, Don and Saint is Jelly Tots. Dolphy making a cray across the river. So Sugar's going to be able to provide some recon back here. And we could see the first Stuka strike in just a moment as we'll get the first intelligence back to where the 76s are exactly in that C&D grid. But Taco, I mean, give commends to Axis, everybody. They have shored up the northern part, even though it looked like it was about to fold. So they were able to work in command chat to get that all sorted out. Waffen, Ivan Spargo. Coming here through the trenches. Mr. Mojo rising. Working his way down. No! Waffen heard the squishiness. Sugar Squad gets the OP up down there. Gonna go on towards his 76. I won't be surprised if we see a Stuka called in. We'll try to catch it, as Sugar's gonna have an exact marker on it in just a moment. One raspberry, that's gonna be Golfy. Working along the border. Trojan Dane. Trying to get through this, but Taco's holding strong. They do have the ground in majority of the ground though in their hands when it comes to him being in front of Scar. Babooey. Trojan lines at the bazooka. Oh no, not able to. Libby's over there to the right. Libby. Cardi. These dying breath rockets. Getting those in place. Stuka's called in to the south. Yep, I knew we were going to miss it. Stuka falls. Don't think it got it. Yep, 76 still alive. Alright, so the jumbo will back up and be all good to go. Collapse jumps out. Now, they do have an opportunity, but nobody's near. Golfy is the closest one. If they could snipe a few of these crew members... But no, the recon team is nowhere near. Oh, that's unfortunate. I thought they would stick around after the peace strike to see if the crew bailed out. But they're heading north. Okay, so the 76 crew will be fine and dandy. They get those repairs all good to go. Under 30 minutes, everybody. Time is ticking by, but Taco is still well in this. They've not lost a lot of ground. They've had a few setbacks, but that's about it. Legion still, Legion cannot sit comfortably. The tree peeking battle continues on. Dawn Live, working their way through the trees. Sergeant Diak again. MG42 fire coming up to the top from Kurtz 1IP. Let's check out Kurtz 1IP's position. Kurtz. Oh yeah, baby. Give me some of this MG. Oh, that is a fantastic location for Kurtz. He is enjoying this spot. Oh yeah. Beautiful. So Kurtz will just keep laying on this fire and watching these tree lines. Make sure that the blueberries cannot get any ground on those garrisons or outposts. So Kurtz laying some hate. Back here we have a Tiger down below. No penetrations in the G. I mean, look at this line, everybody. If you take a look, maybe, was it 15 minutes ago or something like that? Night and day. Taco solidifying all of this. Strafing run, airhead combo, bombing run coming in north of Scar. Okay, so Commander Hound Dog 7 giving it a little roll of the dice. With 28 minutes left to go to see if the allies are paying attention. Bombing run comes through. Blueberries start to spread out. To find this airhead down. Grenade goes off and takes care of it. All right. And they get the airhead, and they're good to go. Done. Luiying Jiang Wang, and then who farted? All cleared up back here. Sugar Squad still in the back, reporting the location of the enemy tanks. We have a Panzer IV. Oh, hold your horses. Hold your horses. What do we got up here? A Panzer IV has come across the river. Oh my gosh. 3-man crew, Stage Tame, Burger Bridge, and Cry in Hell. Working their way to the back. Oh, I don't know if this is report. We can't see command chat marks, everybody. I am so curious, though, if this is marked. Let's go take a look at the 76 position. as the Panzer IV continues to climb. Oh, the 76 knows. They know. They're waiting. Tobias, Super Suix. We have Mike's squad up there patrolling around Tunney. The Panzer IV's got to be... Oh, if they play this right, they could get them. Recon squad still patrolling around. 76 still waiting. Remember, they're going to have a driver... hold on. Spotter and a... I always forget what the positions are. But they'll have... 76 is right here. Panzer IV going over to the west a little bit. They would want to get a nice wrap around. They don't want to play... They got plenty of time. They got to remember, they got plenty of time. They don't need to play this too aggressively. Just get in position to wipe out the 76 and you're golden. Panzer IV just got to keep moving west and find a spot. Oh, there's the P4. There's the left. Oh, my gosh. 76 is still facing to the top. Panzer IV is coming around. Here we go. Here we go. Panzer IV coming out through. Can they get it? Oh, man. Oh, no, I don't think they see it. I don't think they see it. Panzer IV coming to the right. Oh, they may have crept up too much. Hold on. Hold on. Panzer IV. One side shot in. Jumbo splashes. If Jumbo front faces, the Panzer IV won't be able to pin. Panzer IV is going to try to get two in. Oh, they got to... Oh, they take one shot to the face. Panzer IV is going to cruise around. Try to get another one in. They get two. 76 is going to look to angle. Oh, oh, they wipe it. The Panzer IV goes Mama Badooey. Oh, the Panzer IV made it all the way there, too. They just maybe played it a little bit too aggressively. And the 76 was able to rebound with the driver and the gunner. Oh, nice kudos to the LGN crew right here. Taco and Super Suix taking that out. Or Tobias and Super Suix cleaning that up. Camp progress comes in a little bit on Scar. That must be from a token force while all that was going on. We do have just a couple just a couple raspberries maybe. But that was about it. Okay, let's take a look at the map. Taco, still very good map position. A little bit of gap down here into the north. Sugar Squad still in the rears, maybe hoping for another supply drop. We do have a leakage down to the south in the 8 grid where Leon has snuck on through and will explore this border. Remember, Leon cannot, for those of you new to Hell Let Loose, Leon cannot set up his OP in C and D column. Only the Recon S cells can. So Leon needs to go somewhere in the E grid to find a safe spot. But yeah, remember, these players got to remember, if you're able to make it there in the back, you have plenty of time. 24 minutes. No rush. Play it smart. You don't get too many chances. And when you're playing on a team like Taco right now, down 2-3, you're seeing the map. You see people in the back line, squad leads especially, and you get a little bit of hope. You're like, oh man, come on, come on. And it boosts the team morale a little bit. Because the team could say, if we're able to pressure the front line and pull more LGN bodies over here, that can make the world of difference. And allow some space. I mean, think of Lord of the Rings, right? You think about the army that marched in front of the gates of Mordor. And how they pulled all of Sauron's troops. I mean, it's a true story. They pulled all of Sauron's troops over to the gates of Mordor. And that allowed Frodo and Sam, and I mean, spoiler alert, everybody, just in case you haven't watched Lord of the Rings yet, to go into the Mountain of Doom. Or the, what is it called? The Mountain of Doom. I think, maybe I'm misremembering it. But they were able to do that because Sauron's troops were were pulled away. And Aragorn, Gandalf were able, and everybody else, Legolas, Gimli. I mean, it was fantastic play. I wish I was there to stream it, but unfortunately was not. I would have had a grand old time. definitely would have seen some Baba Badooies. But unfortunately, that was not the case. Yeah, it's those real-life stories that you can look for inspiration and model in your competitive games of Hella Loose. But yeah, plenty of time, 21 minutes, to set up a garrison on the back line and get something happening. Griazani guns down one down to the south. Griazani, Recon SL, popping flares, checking to see how squad does get the OP up over there into the back. Can they leak some AT players off? Jelly Tots goes over to the rears. Jelly Tots will look to take this 76 by surprise. Can Taco strike back with the AT vengeance? Who farted? Right over there to the left. Jelly Tots collapsed. Jumps out to the other side. Collapsed. Looking to maybe build a repair station. Jelly Tots on the opposite side. Jelly Tots gonna put the good stuff. Jelly Tots gets it on. Oh man, and Taco AT players get some revenge. Amak collapsed. Amak jumps out. They're looking. Jelly Tots guns down one. Jelly Tots go for two. He does get two, and the 76 will be all his. Oh, and the Taco strikes in the back line. And the 76 will go bum maybe with the half track too. Can he get a 2-for-1? Half track's not that far away. Oh, half track will get damaged though. Alrighty, so Taco gets a little bit of something action. The garrison gets placed up in the north. Love Squad gets the garrison up. Front line still looks stable. LGM respond. Holy shnikes. Can we see some under 20-minute action? Lord Vissameister, Jelly Tots pushing their way. Snoochie Boochie, Shadow down below, wondering where are these guys coming from the top of the cliff. Snoochie Boochie gets wiped. Pickle Rick there with the AT may thread a shot towards that outpost. Outpost is right there on the below the bridge, and LGN's command chat begins to clutter up a little bit. We see the front line starting to bend in various places. We do have one AT player, though. Oh, no. Come get some. Rifleman gonna try to harass that Tiger, make him bail out, maybe. Spawns start to come in from the north. Angry Devil, Farmer, Slugger. Pushing forward, seeing if they could cause a little bit of confusion in the LGN backline. Toby Jones, Divinity, both support players, dropping extra boxes to make sure they're able to get some garrisons just in case they need it. And the line slowly begins to crack. Salient looks all good to go. LGN not able to get many more bodies after that initial phase. MG42 action on Scar. Or MG42 action down below from Wolf Dog. Laying some suppression towards the LGN spawn points. 18 minutes, 40 seconds left to go. Wolf Dog covering the hill. Poopa Scoop over to the left. Novak. LGN's gonna have to pull more bodies back as Taco begins collapsing in. Cap progress may start any moment. Farmers inside the hard cap. Divinity, Hans Puffeldick, Griazani, Eagles, all rushing back. A little bit of Mayday going on. Oh my gosh, look at these raspberries. They're coming in, baby. Oh, we were looking for some the turn of events here. And we had the backlight plays. The satchel goes off. The AT player did not see this half track, so LGM will have that extra spawn to pop off of. The man just like this. Taco is inside the circle. Hans Puffeldick, Divinity. Rushing back here. These are big time frags. Divinity wipes the outpost on the opposite side. That's big from Divinity. Him and Hans Puffeldick gunned down a couple raspberries. That was a massive OP wipe. That was right inside the circle. Big play. A nice response by LGN coming in from all different directions. Half-track spawn comes in big. But Taco has gained a lot of, or a decent, I wouldn't say a lot, but a decent chunk of ground over here on the front line. LGN holding strong still. A little bit of scare, but not too bad, Babui guns down Ghosted in the trenches. Burns the OP, maybe with the last dying breath. 17 minutes. Angry Devils in the circle still. Leon on the opposite side. Leon's the squad leader, remember? Oh, Garrison is still alive up to the north. Squad leads continue to leak down and pressure the hard point of Scar. And Legion's gonna, I mean, those comms have to be really interesting. I wish we could tap into them. But we know the Enigmas on the Axis side are cooking. Leon trying to maintain a stable heart rate here. Raspberries continue to pour on forward. Divinity switching to the assault kit with the Thompson. Coming here into the circle. Angry Devil on the opposite side. Divinity gonna go check out the bunker real quick. Divinity looks in one, gonna go for two. No, oh, but he hits a bazooka there from Angry Devil and gets blasted outside of it. Blueberries begin to collapse on back. Nate, UK, Sumu, Juju, all pushing forward. Long-range rockets, of course, to help support the infantry. Tiger's making its way down the cliff. No, man, what are we gonna see? We gotta see some LGN Rocketeers. Tiger's very exposed, and they know this. 176 across the river north of Call Trail, or south of Call Trail. Couple Raspberries back here. Stage Tame. Stage Tame is switched on over. Tiger takes one shot. Do we have any more rockets from Blueberries? Bombing run did get called in from Taco. I don't know if that's a... Assuming that's a Taco bombing run. Cap progress stalls. Tiger dies behind the building to get coverage. Come get some, maybe in a very critical spot. If the tank crew jumps out to try and repair, come get some. Could have some big time frags with 15 minutes left to go. Come get some waiting. Look, trying to fake them out maybe with the bandage. But the tank crew, the spotter should see that rifle and know that they got nothing to worry about. Tiger peeks out. Looking to find the enemy tank. Camp progress has stalled. Map situation check. LGN, full defense. Nobody probing. We do have one. No, not back here. Couple support players around the tank. Where we at? Support players down below. Lewis like. The other Tigers on the road. 2 crew members inside. Backing up, afraid of those, seeing those grease guns. This Tiger is very exposed. The 76 has not been able to see him yet, though. $14 minutes left. Taco pushing in from all different angles. House squad still. Leon could bleed the Achilles heel. We have a Greyhound to the rears. The Greyhound may have taken out the 76 at Call Trail. Or the Puma may have taken out the Greyhound, or the 76 at Call Trail. Oh, I think I missed it. No. The Puma comes over to the back line. Burger Bridge, hoping to support him. Puma with Shadow, and who we else got in there? We got Damier, Damkier. May have taken out the 76, or they may have taken a shot from, they're trying to get the half-track now. This will eliminate a LGN spawn point, of course, to the west side. I don't know if they see the half-track. But LGN is without heavies. Okay, they do see it, and the half-track will be eliminated here in just a second. There we go. All right, things are looking up for Taco, but LGN, of course, is the best team in the game for a reason. They are known to respond to these situations methodically, ruthlessly, without bending. Captain Typhoon in the trench, no doubt. Heart rate is increased around 20% by now. According to the latest studies out of Oxford, where they sampled 50,000 competitive Helios players, the average heart rate during this time increases by over 30%. Tiger taking some shots. Rocket to the front, ricochets. Precision strike called in a Scar. Commander Who Farted looking to go 2 for 2. It's coming in from west to east. Tiger hasn't moved in a while. They can't back up. The building's right there. The P-47 should be coming up from the top. There they are. P-47s. Can they get it? No, and it just falls a little bit off. But the Tiger is damaged. They're backing up to the building. They need a repair station ASAP. 12 minutes left to go. Tiger comes over to the left to help support. Map situation check, everybody. Panzer IV, another P4. 2 P4s being brought for Taco. We're gonna have 2 P4s, 2 Tigers on the map, ready to strike. Squad lead over to the back, Juju. I think that was Juju. Engineer tries to get up on side of the Tiger. Did he get the satchel on? The satchel is placed on the left. Satchel's placed on the left. I did not see who it was. But the satchel's on. Tiger's backing up to its own demise. Oh, these big-time 18 plays. Oh, the rocket to the left from Libby. Finishes it off anyways. Satchel with an insurance policy. It goes ba-ba-ba-dooey. Oh, man, these big clutch. This is what you like to see, this clutchness from your team. Slugger, build-up, coming on forward. Novak misses a rocket. Slugger diving on forward. Slugger, go for the shovel. He gets the shovel on SmithersCast. No, Slugger, the championship shovel. Gets gunned down by Come Get Some. No, he gets the shovel right in the trench, right by the garrison. They're going to be able to mark where the garrison is. Salient 42 faces a little bit of heat. Who do we got there? Who do we got? We got Fatal working all the way to get some pressure on. Other Tiger down below is JPL, though. Did JPL get the satchel on? Oh, and Taco's going to lose 2 Tigers in the past 2 minutes. Oh, Maniono. Logosito Apocalypse. Gonna go Baba doing. Oh, the last 11 minutes. Taco's armor threat takes a massive hit from the LGN Satcheliers. Oh, big plays, and just like that, everything looks to be more stable for the Allies. After that bit of chaos he just went through. Oh my gosh. Whew. Commander Hufarda, no doubt, has to be breathing a little bit sigh of relief. There was a lot of penetrating going on, everybody. I mean, if I was commanding and I saw that on admin cam, I'd be a little bit scared, not gonna lie. Bomber on airhead combo coming over Salient, but plenty of raspberries are in the area. Golfy, Gorezani takes care of him. Explosion happens down to the south. Not sure what that was. Unsure what that was. Oh, it's down here. Puma's still cruising across. The Puma took out a Greyhound. Bombing run airhead, strafer run combo, but the raspberries are well out of way, and they already took out the airhead, so that's all good to go. So no airhead action on Salient. Terror Squad, though, Fatal, looking to get some backline action in these final few minutes. And remember, this is the most crazy time for teams that they could take advantage in numerous ways. For the attacking team, the enemy most likely will be so focused on getting third that they will not watch their backline as well. And this gives Terror an excellent opportunity to get some solid flanks around the backline and just keep shooting the enemy in the back. Maryland with the solo. Stewie over here, burning in the middle of the trees, trying to make a play for his team in championship time. Rockets pour on into the P4 and take it off the map. Goat Piss with the finishing blow. Stewie's burning. But Maryland looking to make a play and maybe wipe some OPs. Taco came so close, and they're still not that far away. They still have small points up here on the front line. They did lose a chunk of armor, but so did the Allies. The Allies lost 2 Jumbos and the Axis 2 Tigers. Panzer IV burning down below. Looking for a nice, sick Ally bazooka round. Maybe Hans Puffeldick over there on the ridge. Stewie is in amongst the trees. They get intel back on that P4. 8 minutes left, and the pressure is dialed up. We are at the max pressure meter. 75 spawned in. 76. So we have a Jumbo 75 and a Jumbo 76. Tunney soloing that thing up to the radar tower. LGN holding strong. Not breaking. They bent a little bit. They did not break. That's what you want of a championship team. Remember, if you're enjoying the stream, be sure to hit that like button if you could, please, everybody. I'm your host today, Smithers, for this Division 1 TPL Championship Showdown between LGN and Taco, where you're seeing 1 cap going to the Allies. I almost saw a 2nd cap going to Taco. But LGN responded in force. Was able to wipe out the push. 7 minutes left to go before we can crown the TPL Division 1 champion for this season. Taco, 1 Tiger, 2 Panzer IVs, ready to launch into Scar. Ready to go. LGN sets up an AT gun on the opposite side, ready to intercept any push. Frosty Sauce. Back here, all by his lonesome. Who farted over there on the ridge? Frosty Sauce. Ready to go. His team is depending on him. They need T-guns like these. Not much action for him, but he knows he needs to stay in that spot as an emergency measure. Tear. OP in the back line of Salient 42. Bear Jew in the back. Bear Jew could have a very nice OP as well. Oh, but he gets gunned down. Oh. A little bit of break here, though, in the Taco front line. Fox Squad and Co. looking to exploit it. Taco's getting their last game plan together, but we do see some AT action potentially. Down here to the south on this P4. Briz coming over to the rears. Oh, that's a... Oh, another Tiger gets satcheled. Oh, man. Oh, the Tigers just get eliminated. The backline satcheliers. P4 takes a round. P4 is going to try to back up. Will they have enough time, though? They dodge one. Shadow's on the back trying to repair real quick. Help out his buddies. Will it be enough? Medi Dono Logosito. No, no, it's not. And another take from Taco. Goes Mama Manui. 5 minutes. Oh. Man. LGN putting up a very staunch defense. Squashing all the pushes. Back line with the armor plays. Satcheliers coming up big. Planting one after another. Leon Ji Wang. Working their way through the trees. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. Does Taco have anything up their sleeve? Oh, Mr. Mojo Wisen gets a shot right there. Spawn point almost found in the back line. Taco, spawn points down to the south. OP's up and ready to go. Can they have a... Do they have a Hail Mary play? Something up in their up in their sleeve. Leon's cruising down the trench. Knows that all that cardio training he's done. The 500-meter sprints before each game should pay off now. As he makes his way towards the back line of Scar. 3 minutes, 45 seconds left to go. LGN. Airhead falling down to the south. That's going to be a Taco airhead. Bombing run also making its way towards Scar. 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Camp progress flickers a little bit. We got a decent push, but the Blueberries coming in from the rears. Eagles, Corporal Greg Voppin. Raspberry's got to turn around. Eagles. Eagles gets gunned down by Shadow. Airhead's going to fall in a nice, safe spot, but the Blueberries are all around. The bombing run's going to come through. Bazaar gets wiped. And we're going to have just Mini Fiji in the area in order to get this airhead. Garrison, it's been marked, though. Commander Who Farted. Nice mark on it. Libby has spawned in right nearby. Runs the opposite way. These are such big frags. Libby goes over it. Goes over to the airhead. Nobody's there. Libby. Oh, and no Raspberries are going to be able to protect it. Did the air get wiped? Is he? Oh, the air got taken out. Okay. Airhead's all gone. 30 seconds to hold. Farmer trying to get up to the hard cap. Legion stacking a few more bodies inside the circle. Taco trying to come over to the rears, baby. Artillery falling on the middle of Scar. Try and offset it. Three, two, one, and Legion will be your TPL Division 1 champions. Congratulations to Legion for pulling out a 3-2 victory here on Scar. We see that final collapse back into the circle just to make sure that Taco wasn't able to push on forward and get it. Alrighty, so congratulations to LGN buddies. Nice job, nice hold. It did look very spicy with that Taco breakthrough earlier. That's something that's going to need to be studied to see what maybe the Axis could have done differently there, as it felt like they had all the momentum and were able to split apart LGN's defense. But LGN, they patched all the holes, found all the backline spawns, and were able to come out ahead here, solidify their lines, and yeah, come out here with the dub. And that will be a wrap here from Hurtgen Forest. Once again, LGN taking home the 3-2 victory after a 1 opening cap going to the Allies on Scar. Taco came close earlier between the 10 and 15 minute mark of just causing a whole bunch of chaos. And satcheling tanks in the back line, getting crossfire in. But once again, LGN able to respond. All right, buddy. Well, thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed the stream, be sure to hit that like button. If you could, please. I'm going to have one more championship game this evening. That's going to be going to SAP and Rofs. That'll be on Foy with Southern Edge as the midpoint. So be sure to join me for that one later. It should be quite the doozy, as SAP is on quite the hot run, although Rofs is #1 for a reason. And so I have to see how both sides play with Foy. I mean, truck snipes, tank battles, infantry hate their lives, of course. All that kind of good stuff. Alrighty, once again, congratulations to the Allies for taking home the 3-2 victory. LGN will be your TPL Division 1 champions for this season. Give commends to Commander Who Farted. Mamma mia, what a match. A lot of back and forth, very stable line, no real threat to salience. It was all squashed out, so Taco's defense being very, very strong in the back line and maintaining all of that. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.